Assalamualaikum and very good day to Madam Azry Delilah. For RT 531, we have been assigned to the infographic report on retail competition. We have chosen Tesco as our company that we want to present. Allow me to introduce our group members. This is our group members. Hi, my name is Hakeem bin Norhisham. I am the first presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Sharmine Farihan Ayumie and I'm going to be the second presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azry Ruzainy bin Rashid and I am the third presenter.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Norasyikin Binti Rumidi and I am the first presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Nurfaizah binti Jamaludin and I am the fifth presenter.
My name is Nurrizzrina and I'm the last presenter for this group.
Tesco PLC is a multinational British general merchandise and grocery retailer. It has its headquarters in Chesham in the United Kingdom. Tesco PLC is the third largest retailer in the world in terms of revenue. Tesco PLC has stores in 14 countries that spread across Europe, Asia and North America. Tesco PLC has a grocery market share of close to 30%, thus making it the grocery market leader in the United Kingdom, Republic of Ireland, Malaysia and Thailand. Jack Cohen founded the company in 1919 as a group of market stalls. The name Tesco appeared first in 1924, but it was not until 1929 when the first Tesco store opens its door. The store was originally a UK grocery retailer, but it has diversified increasingly geographically and into other areas including electronic, petrol, clothing, furniture, book retail, financial service, software, internet service and music download, DVD rental and telecoms. Tesco UK operations are divided into 6 distinctive formats that include Tesco Extra, Tesco Superstore, Tesco Metro, Tesco Express, One Stop, Tesco Home Plus and Dobbies. Lotus, formerly Tesco Lotus, is a retail chain in Thailand operated by Cherian Pohang Group, with operation in Malaysia through acquisition of Tesco operation in Malaysia since 2020. Tesco Lotus started from Lotus Supercenter chain in 1994 by Cherian Pohang Group with the first store opening in Second Square. Tesco Lotus store currently operate in 5 formats, which is Extra, Hypermarket, Department Store, Tailored and Express. On 9 March 2020, Cherian Pohang Group submitted the winning bid to purchase Tesco Lotus and Malaysia Tesco operation for about $10 billion. The sale became approved in Malaysia in November 2020 and in Thailand in December 2020, with rebranding of the acquired store began in February 2021, which dropped Tesco wording from the brand to become Lotus.
Now I'm gonna talk about Tesco Competitive Marketplace. Tesco Competitive Marketplace is known for their price for benefits offer. This is because of the three strategies that has been used by Tesco, which is cost plus pricing, cost-based pricing, and also good value pricing. Okay, so cost plus pricing is where the standard markup is added to the cost of the product. Other than that, Tesco also known because they are having contracts with the large suppliers that can have advantage costs and also enhance their distribution channel process. Alright, the second one is cost-based pricing. Cost-based pricing, which sets the price of the items on the producing, distributing and also selling the product, plus a fair rate of on its efforts and risks. However, this strategy can only be used chosen by the house brand of Tesco because it can be sold at cheaper price. The last one is good value pricing. Good value pricing is where the combination of a good quality products but at a fair price. It can be seen on a campaign implemented by Tesco in which they charge the different products but at a proportional price on everyday basis.
Now, let's talk about the market structure. Our chosen company in this case study, which is Tesco Lotus, is apart from monopolistic competition. Tesco Lotus can be labelled as hypermarket in terms of the retail format. For example, Tesco have several types of store formats, and one of them is Tesco Extra. It offers various range of food and non-food lines, ranging from electrical equipment and appliances, clothing, health and beauty, and seasonal items such as garden furniture. For its competitors, such as Giant and Maidin, they also provide various products and services, yet viewed as substitutable for each other, and the company recognize that they compete with companies of these different products. In other hand, monopolistic competition happens in which many sellers offer products or services that are comparable but not idealized substitutes. The barriers to enter and exit in a monopolistic competition are low, and the decision of any of the seller do not specifically influence those of its competitors. Sellers in a monopolistic competition attempt to differentiate their products in order to achieve above market returns. Let's move on to competitive actions. In each business undertaking, all of the companies within the market face competition among themselves. These companies compete for customers and suppliers and looking forward to build strong customer base. Tesco Lotus includes several numbers of competitors in the country. All of the competitors can be considered as a leading hypermarket with their own share of market niche and operates in the same kind of environment and offer similar products. The competitors for Tesco Lotus are Giant, Maidin, Econsafe, The Store, and Ayumie. These companies are facing understored situation. This is because there are a few number of retail stores in a community aimed for the same customer with the same quality of product and services offered. However, Tesco Lotus has the advantage to secure their leading position in the competition since they expand their operating outlets in all around Malaysia. They also come up with their own identity, which is introducing smart marketing mix along with carefully designed promotional. These are the actions that Tesco Lotus has bring forward in order to keep up the pace within the competition they are facing right now.
So next, let me explain about the types of competition. There are three types of competition, which is intra-type, inter-type, and derivative. But in this case, we only choose two competition, which is intra-type and inter-type. So we go for the first is intra-type competition. Intra-type competition refers to when two or more retailers of the same type compete with each other for the same household and for the same target market. Actually, this is the common type of retail competition. I give you an example, which is Tesco Sdn Bhd and Giant. both apply the same retail format, which is hypermarket format. They provide and sell the same household to the consumer, like furniture, clothes, groceries, and many more. However, they need to compete with each other because the consumer have a choice to choose and select the better service and merchandise since they are using the same retail format. Next, inter-type competition. Inter-type competition occurs when two or more different types of retailers compete with each other with a similar products. For instance, Tesco Sendang Berhad versus MPH Bookstore. Obviously, we can see that both are applying the different retail format, which is Tesco using the hypermarket format while MPH using the bookstore format, but they are selling the similar product. For example, Tesco itself has section are selling stationery items, and at the same time, Tesco also has to compete with the bookstore like MPH, who are selling the stationery items too.
Next up, I'm going to talk about the negative and positive impacts of Tesco Lotus retail competition. Firstly, understock gives a positive impact towards the Tesco Lotus company. From the understock retail competition that Tesco Lotus practices, we identify that the competition provides Tesco with an advantage to play a significant role in the hypermarket retail format. There are many competitors in hypermarket industries in Malaysia. Therefore, it will create an opportunity to make Tesco Lotus brand stand out from the other. Tesco Lotus few retail stores in the community can develop good services to satisfy the needs and wants of their customers. Secondly, the negative impact of Tesco Lotus retail competition is the monopolistic competition. The monopolistic competition will bring harms towards the Tesco profit. Customers can find the substitutable product of Tesco Lotus from other company, which will affect the demand curve of Tesco decreasing. This competition creates tensions towards Tesco as they have to compete with other retailers with the same retail format, for instance Giant. Customers have the right to compare prices between these two retailers, and of course, Tesco has to set their costs as low as they can. Consequently, in the long run, the possibility of meeting the break-even point in the future is there. Lastly, inter-type competition has the disadvantage of not being able to make customer satisfaction. Inter-type competition makes hypermarket retailers like Tesco Lotus compete with other retailers with a different retail format like specialty stores such as MPH bookstores. Having to sell the same product as the specialty stores might bring the disadvantage to Tesco Lotus as people would prefer MPH bookstore when they want to buy stationery products. People might doubt the quality that Tesco have for their stationery. That's all from me, thank you.
First recommendation, Tesco could create a special lane that's specially made for disabled person and the elderly.
Creating a special lane for disabled person and elderly, it is because a commercial requirement for any place to have the special lane for the disabled person and elderly. It is because their ability is not as the same as normal people. The second recommendation, they could increase their strategies on promotion, advertising and packaging of their brand. By increasing the strategies, people will get known about Tesco brand, the promotional item, and by doing that, many people will attracted to buy more product of Tesco. Last but not least, Tesco could devise more aisles for people to have feast to their eyes before making a decision. By having more aisles, Tesco could bring a variety of products so that Tesco could be a one-stop center for their customer.